all out of the summer sun and into cool theaters. Recent monster hits like Jaws and E.T. have been summer releases. And this year promises to be one of the most action-packed and active movie summers in recent years. Entertainment editor Bill Carlson has more.
Motion picture makers have seen production costs more than double in the past 10 years, and at the same time have found themselves in a constant search for some sort of answer to the instability of box office receipts. Last summer saw a dramatic change as the record-setting E.T. the Extraterrestrial led the way to an all-time box office record for a summer season. Collectively, the gross of $1.2 billion put some studios back in the profit column and made even the stable studios willing to gamble again. And this summer, paced by a series of sequels, spin-offs, and 3D spectaculars, industry experts are looking to another broken record. Surprisingly, the first two successes of the season fit none of those three categories. For the present leader, action was the answer.
The helicopter has become a real workhorse in our society. Its maneuverability, its ability to hover, its surveillance capacities have all been very useful. But behind that usefulness, as Blue Thunder points out, is a distinct threat.
But that threat, coupled with action, wasn't quite enough, and the producers added to what they considered the appeal with a nude scene and a couple of four-letter words to assure an R rating.
The movie audiences really like that. The kids that go to movies, maybe mom and dad who don't go to the movies, would rather not be hearing those words. But the kids that go to the movies, they will swing to an R rather than a PG any day, just as you and I, when we were kids, loved to go and find, you know, the good parts of those books.
Sensuality also seems to be the key to success for the other current summer leader, Flashdance, despite the revelation that French dancer Maureen Jahan stood in for the star Jennifer Beals in most of these steamy scenes. Blue Thunder director John Badham has a second action offering due out shortly about a young video games whiz who accidentally breaks into a Defense Department computer.
How about global thermonuclear war? All right.
As for the sequels and spin-offs, for 22 years, this famous old house has served as just a stop on the Universal Studio tours. But now it's going back to work in a motion picture titled Psycho 2. Normand has returned from the institution, and he has a new girlfriend.
Do you have a knife?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I just moved back here after being many years away, and I forgot to bring any cutlery.
Now, add to these Superman 3,
Watch the trees.
Twilight Zone, Octopussy, and Stayin' Alive, and we've barely gotten into the summer. When you consider that local theater owners are guaranteeing $25,000 to $50,000 cash up front for each of these pictures. You ever kind of feel that you're in a crap game?
Yes, every day, or any time a bid is due, I feel like I'm in a crap game.
And we haven't yet mentioned the picture most feel will dethrone E.T. as the most commercially successful motion picture of all time, The Return of the Jedi. But we will tomorrow. Bill Carlson, WCCO Television News, Twin Cities.
And Bill begins a three-part series of special reports called The Star Wars Story tomorrow night on the 10 p.m. report. Tom Hanneman and the sports scene up next on tonight's 10 p.m. report.